What's going on, dudes? Ghxst here, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is part 23. If you guys remember where we left off, oh my god, Edgeworth don't know when to shut up to save his life. Bro, he was about to get off scot-free, and then he want to come out the cut talking about some, I did it, I'm the murderer, I'm the one that killed my dad, wooty wooty woo. Now all that is true. A, it was an accident. B, you about to go home, like I just said. Come to find out, before I failed the last trial again, Von Karma is the forefront, is the, not the ringleader, but is likely in on this too. And about the boat salesman, he already admitted to his guilt killing Robert Hammond and all that, but we're on Edgeworth now. And in the last video, y'all saw I failed. In between episodes, I played a little bit of the trial and got to my earliest save point where I could, so we're gonna start from there. If you guys like what you see and want more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this game. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of the limitations on the Ghxst incident run out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I would like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Oh yeah, I should also mention that it's been a while since I played, since the last episode and this one, so I might be missing a few things. But I'm gonna see if I can recollect what I missed, or I'm missing. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, did you? Very well. Well, Miles Edgeworth, take the stand. Bro, you talk too much. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. See what I mean when I say he talked too much? Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The Ghxst incident. Alright, let's see if I remember this. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. I think I know what I have to do here, but because I did it last episode, but I'm a see. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. I picked up a single gunshot, then a scream. I'm gonna press that real quick. Gun fired once? Yes. I think. After I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot, the horrible scream. The scream? Alright. Let me check the case file. Trapped in the elevator. Was fired twice. Isn't it this, the DL6 file?
Objection!
Yeah. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. That's not true, bro. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Wasn't it the victim data? Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first gunshot was the accidental fire when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. This might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? That sounds stupid as hell. Anyway, I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, and as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes. Your Honor, I think we will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing on the pistol was related to the incident? When I did this last time, check. Yeah, that hole up in the door. Yeah.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Like, come on, bro, it's obvious. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Yeah, this right here.
Take that!
I was low-key scared that it was gonna dock me for that because I was a little off, but I'm glad it didn't. As shown, as should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Okay. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, You must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright. But who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more in that at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary page. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Yeah, he did say that. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the only one fired by his own son. That's the truth of the matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. We just established that it was a bullet hole. How? That doesn't make sense. So something the size of a bullet was able to make that hole? That's crazy. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was never found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet doesn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you could do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who had fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think that it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems like we finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I'd like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Edgeworth, you're a moron, bro. I don't care how smart you are. Yes, I did. Oh no! He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. Oh yeah, Maya started talking to us from beyond the spirit realm or something. What? What did you say? Nothing? The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. Hmm? I, the second bullet, it existed. What? Well, we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here, right? Someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? And tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murder search? For the murderer to... The murderer didn't need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Neither do I, Nick. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? It's not too far-fetched if you really think about it. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and they left the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fighting inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Why was there a gun in an elevator anyway? Who had that on them? The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edwards dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but he took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Yes! Why save it for a better time? That sounds stupid. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma? That man's just smiling. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. And you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Where would I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor in that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick. Let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Grr. Nobody's that perfect. So what now, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane, isn't it? Right? No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tis, tis, tis. Well, Mr. Wright, can you provide evidence to prove that I was shot? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Is it this?
Take that!
What exactly is that? Sorry. Judge, if you would. Right. Penalty. Alright. The evidence that Von Karma was shot. Let me... What else do I have? That Von Karma was shot. I don't think Misty Faye's photo would come into clutch now. Wait a minute. They said earlier that they used a spirit medium. I'm gonna click the DL6 incident, and if that doesn't work, I'm using Misty Faye's photo. Okay, that didn't work. Damn. Okay, I'm already down to 2 bars already. Why would they take so many bars away? That don't even make sense. Found in the victim's body, the ballistic markings matched the murder weapon's barrel. The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot. The metal. If it's a metal detector, I'm gonna lose my mind. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then, I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma would perform surgery on himself. You don't mean, yeah, it's still stuck in him. I do. But there's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. That's what I was getting at, but I needed to find a way to prove it. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's only one way to find out. We can use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this all over you and see what we find. Ah, he's caught up now. He's got a new sprite. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use this metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension on this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Yep. It reacted. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You... It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. What are you on about? Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. Oh my god, this man's just gonna keep denying and denying until he gets this man Edgeworth in jail. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my left shoulder has no relation to the DL6. No, bro. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It was Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. There's no proof. You cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would you have... Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to your shoulder in the DL6 incident. Oh, 2 bars left. And here's my final proof. The only thing I didn't use was the Misty Faye photo. Wait. Is it this? That's a bullet. Where'd you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, and then if the markings match, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in the other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh! Okay. That man just broke down in front of a whole court. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Wog! It's that scream I've heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Only you would... Whoa, so it was you. You and your father are my curse. That man's banging his head on the... That's great. You done? Okay. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I will bury you I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. He did all this over a record. That's not that deep. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way into the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. But then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. He killed that man over a record, y'all. That's petty as hell. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He killed that man. He couldn't even run the fair one. That's disrespectful. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. Please tell me this is actually the end. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. Yeah, this is a maze, alright. Tell me about it. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Thank you! Thank you! About time! I'm tired of this trial. That is all. This court is adjourned. Please don't let there be anything else. Thank you. Oh! This trial is finally over. I can move on to another one. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. Blah, 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 blah. Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. Heh, it was pretty close though. I was sure we ain't done it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. Edgeworth, we got you, my boy. We got you. We finally got you out of that jail, boy. You didn't shoot nobody. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. You can live in peace now. You can breathe. Right. Yeah? You want to say thank you? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you? I see. Thank you, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Whoop. You know what? Some things never change. You know what? Why do we have this picture of Misty Faye? I don't get it, but whatever. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank you. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you going to do now, Lotta? Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Oh my gosh, Larry. Come on. If Beyonce dumped you again, bro, you just deserve to be single, bro. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. Really? You, Max, your old lady, moved to Paris? She's leaving me behind! Should've seen that coming, right? Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual of you. Hairy Butts, you've come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think he'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No! Larry, it was you! Larry! What are you surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came back to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. If something smells, it's usually the butts. Yep. I know. Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Right, Larry, you stole money and held on to it for 15 years. Edgeworth almost went to jail, and now you want to give it back? You're crazy, bro. Where does this leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, you get worked up too easily, too. Death? The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only had known, I would became a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. My voice cracked. Y'all heard that? Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We could celebrate Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. So Maya's leaving? Why? I mean, I understand she must be a spirit medium, but we still have this picture of your mom. So you're just gonna leave? Who am I gonna talk to now? Goodbye? What time is it? God, the first train for the mountains have already left to the station. So Maya just up and left? I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya! Wait, you're not about to leave without an explanation. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Right? Hold it. Stop it. Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Didn't she get us the bullet?
Take that!
Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh. Oh. It's okay. You don't have to try to cheer me up. But one day, I'll come back and be useful. I promise. I feel like it was the bullet, I'm not gonna lie, but I had to use the picture, bro. I felt like it was gonna do something because it didn't come into use in this trial at all. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. This is sad. I don't want you to leave. I like you. Thanks, Nick. What's this game gonna be now? And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't you think you've graduated yet, immature? Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Is that the end of the game? Oh, that's the end of the game! That's the end of the game! Oh, wait. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy birthday. Y'all can read it. Y'all can read it, bro. I'm gonna read this too, but I don't have any control over the thing. This is really the end of the game. I'm under the assumption that there were like five chapters. Why is there only 4? Huh, Nick? I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That man Butts got him a new lady, I guess, since his old ting went to Paris. Can I skip this? I can't skip it. I haven't seen this man since the first trial. Where have you been? Have you gotten any better? I'm gonna see what all these folks are talking about, and then I'm gonna give my synopsis on this game. Oh, the bellboy! Phoenix, right? The defense attorney whom I wrote an affidavit for? Yes. He's management of the hotel now. Okay. That's neat. I wonder what happens to Von Karma now. Is he in the jail? Ahem. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, he is understudy, was he not? Understood how doing blah 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 is going too fast for me. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I went into this thinking that there was gonna be one more chapter. I didn't think this is how it went. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Oh yeah, Miss Oldbag. Oh, here you go, going on and on again. Man, like I'm really at a loss for words. I have to say what I have to say when all this is over, and I can't skip it. Will Powers, Okay, so Pink Princess was a success. I wonder, what about the one girl that was into the Steel Samurai cards? Yeah, here she go right here. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she's got cold standing out under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have the time, so I sent her some pretty princess training cards. Okay. And I'm just now realizing that we're going down like the line of like people that we've met throughout the trial. Or the trials we had. Oh, there go Cody. Oh, but you know, I was talking to the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the pink. Cody's always sneaking into the studio, man. Shoutouts to all these people who worked on this game, by the way. And Lada. That lawyer guy, me. Paranormal photographer. She's trying to search for Casper. Man, I thought you went back to university. I'm gonna be famous. Okay, at least you got goals. I wonder what's gonna happen to Von Karma though. Golly. Hey man, shout out to Capcom for this game. What you mean hold it? A brand new Turnabout Goodbyes. A new episode has been added. Huh? Hold on. I'm over here thinking this is the end of the game. Save your progress. Yes. Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Okay, so that I guess this is a bonus episode, I guess, because it doesn't start with Turnabout. So I guess it's the bonus episode. I don't know. Actually, before I do anything, let me quickly figure out if this is actually like a bonus episode. I'm still gonna play it, but I might break this out into a different series or add this to the ongoing one. Continue. Okay, so it might be you know, a new or a continuation of what we've already seen. I didn't get a good look at what it looked like because the stuff was still going, but anyways, I'm gonna give my take on the game real quick. I really enjoyed this game. I know we have one more episode, but I'm still gonna talk. I had a fun time playing this game, regardless of how stuck I got and how frustrated I got with this game. I really did enjoy it. I think my favorite trial was actually Trial 3 with Will Powers, because I really liked Diva Squad and Will Powers. I really hated Old Bag, I'm not gonna lie, but Trial 4, the one we just ended, was the most frustrating trial. I never want to go through that again. But what's this game even gonna be now? Is it just gonna be like me, Edgeworth, Larry, Gumshoe? Because Maya's not here no more. Mia died at the beginning in like episode 2. I don't know what this game's gonna be now. This definitely isn't the finale from what I'm looking at. But I assume we're getting pretty close. So we're gonna dive into episode 5 next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see one more Phoenix Wright, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah. Thank God Turnabout Goodbyes is over. This might be my least favorite trial yet, because Von Karma kept going on and on and on. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Sometimes I love myself.